I took a nap, I had a meal, and now I am coming for everything and everyone. Daniel chapter 3 verse 18 specifically. Little backstory. There is this king Nebuchadnezzar, and 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This king puts this rule. He's like, there's gonna be a gold statue, yeah? And everyone is gonna serve this gold statue. When the music goes off, you bow down. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, you bow down and you worship this statue of mine. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are like, suppose I am. I'm not doing that. All 3 of them, they're like, we're not doing that. So they find out and they bring them to the king, and the king is like, hey, you guys know the rule here. The rule is, if you don't worship my God, I am throwing you into the burning furnace. It goes on, and they get thrown into the burning furnace. Then there's the 4th one in the fire in verse 25. But there's a little story there by verse 16, 17, 18, right, when they are before the king. So now the kings tell them, hey guys, I'm gonna throw you in the fire because you guys are not following the rules. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answer very humbly, very calmly. They're like, we're not gonna defend ourselves. Why? The battle is not mine, it's the Lord's. They understood that. Secondly, if God saves us, great, lovely, we'll have a party. Listen, it will be a good time, we'll rejoice, right? But thirdly, understand this. But even if he doesn't, this is the Good News translation that I'm reading. But even if he doesn't, we will not serve your God. We will not bow down to this God of yours. And that's pretty much what got them in trouble. Because the king's obviously like, you're not going to defend yourselves. You're literally sticking by this God of yours. Okay, into the fire you go. So that's what got them into trouble. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego understood that the God that they serve is a God that does not change. So whatever situation that they're going through does not change who God is. It does not change his power. That's why they initially say that we will not defend ourselves. In that, they're saying there is a bigger and a more powerful defender. You know, he's going to defend us more than we ever could. But my favorite part is that verse 18, when they say, but even if he doesn't save us. So in verse 17, they say, if he saves us, it's great. But verse 18, they say, if he does not save us, even if he doesn't, it's fine. It's okay. We are willing to go burn in there for this God that we serve, because we're not going to bow down to all these other gods. See, now, I don't want to confuse you. Verse 25 says there's a 4th man in the fire. So what happens? He does show up. But when does he show up? At the right time. Not at the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So in a sense, because they knew who they were serving, they understood that he's going to show up. They just didn't know when. So that's why they said what they said. They said, we're not going to defend ourselves. If he saves us, it's great. If he doesn't save us, it's also fine. You know? Because they understood that, no, he's going to come and save us. We just don't know when. And that's reality in a lot of our situations. You know, you go through financial trouble, situations back at home, academics, mental health, all of those things, whatever it is that you're facing, you go through these situations, right? But you need to have this assurance. It's assurance. That verse 25, it's assurance that God is going to show up for you at the right time. But today when I said I'm coming for you, I meant I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you because there by verse 18, when you go through trials and tribulations, do you say, but even if he doesn't? Do you say that even if he doesn't show up right now, I'm still going to serve this God? Because our faith literally changes according to our seasons. We are weak, man. We are weak when a season comes and it's tough and it's difficult, you know, it's winter, it's cold, it's hard, you know, then our faith changes. Our beliefs are not as strong. Everything's a little different. You believe in this God, but like not as much now. Like now you're just sitting on the sidelines, you're waiting for him. Like now you're just like, I don't know. You're not praying. Your consistency has run out. because your faith has died down. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, their faith didn't die down. No. They understood that he's gonna come at the right time. And the right time is not on their timeline. See, what confuses us and what messes with us is the fact that we create our own timelines in our heads. We create our own time frames, our own goals, things on our own accord. Who did you consult? Who did you consult? Did you consult God? Or you just sit there and you're like, yeah, I think in 3 months, everything will be perfect. Who said? And now in those 3 months, when those 3 months end and your situation doesn't change, it's like, yeah, but God, most you didn't show up. Did you have an agreement with God? I'm asking, I'm not fighting, right? So you didn't have this agreement with God. You didn't have this communication with God. You just concluded in your head that at a certain point in time he's gonna show up. But that certain point in time, it mustn't be on your time frame. You must understand that yes, he will show up at the right time. But your right time and his right time are not the same. Right? They are not the same. So you must start there and understand that. Because what happens is after those 3 months, when your time frame has ended and you feel like God hasn't showed up for you the way you wanted him to show up for you, then your beliefs change and your faith bar, it just dies down. Because now it's like, yeah, but I believed and he's not showing up. No. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, their faith did not change. They continue to believe in this God. They continue to say, we're going to stand by this God. They continue to say that we know the man that we serve. We know this person that we serve. There's a verse in the book of John, right, where he says, there is a man that is coming after me, but he is greater than I am because he existed before I was born. So they understood that this man, he holds all power. He's the great defender. That's why they say they will not defend themselves. He is the great defender. They understood that. They understood who they were serving. How many of us understand who we're serving? How many of us know who we're serving? Some of us are just serving God because that's what we were born into. That's what we were raised with. That's what we were introduced to. But do you know this person that you're serving? This God that you claim to serve, this God that you claim to love, this God that you claim to believe in, do you really love? Do you really believe in? Do you really have faith in? Do you really serve him? Because if you do, then you'll serve him even when it's not fashionable to do so. You'll serve him even when it's hard. You'll serve him even when it feels like nothing is going right. You'll serve him with tears rolling down your face. You'll serve him in your moment of depression. You will serve him while you're doing the work, going to therapy. You will serve him when your bank account does not look good. You will serve this God regardless of the situation that you're going through. Because the thing is, with us, we cannot season any minor inconvenience. Woo! My faith is shaken. My faith is shaken. Any minor inconvenience. But that's what this is. That's what faith is. When you chose this, why does the word say you will carry your cross? Your cross. If you know the story, you will know that the cross wasn't easy for God to bear, because it had the world's sins for generations and generations and generations. So when you say you're going to carry your cross, it means you're going to carry your burdens. It means you're going to carry your troubles. It means you're going to carry your temptations. It means you're going to carry your trials and tribulations. It means you're going to carry all those hard times. It means you're not going to give up. It means you're going to continue on this walk. So why does our faith change with every minor inconvenience? We need to stop being Christians of seasons. Stop being a Christian when it's favorable to you. Stop being a Christian when it's nice. Stop being a Christian when things are flowing, when blessings are rolling in. Hey, you're buying a car. Hey, the money is good. Hey, everything is... You're a Christian through every single thing. You're a believer through every single thing that you face. What you're going through doesn't change who God is. Your situation does not change who God is. Like I said, there is the assurance that God is going to show up. So believe that and know that in your heart, know that in your entirety, know that in your mind, believe it. Know and see, when you know something, you believe something, it's not the same thing. When you know something, you know, you're aware. You're aware, but when you believe something, you're convicted of it. It's a conviction. It lives in you. So when you go about your daily life, you live that. You live in that belief that God is going to show up for me whenever. I don't know when that whenever is. I don't know when your whenever is going to be. I don't know when your right time is going to be. But He's going to show up for you. And you need to believe that. Let's stop being Christians with wavering faith. Why is your faith wavering? Any minor challenge, you're gone with the wind. Unwavering faith. You stand. You believe, regardless of whatever it is you're facing, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, you stand firm with your cross. You carry that cross. You bear that cross. Listen to me. You bear that cross, fashionable or unfashionable. You bear that cross, hard or easy. You bear that cross, tears rolling down your face, you bleeding. You bear that cross. I don't know how we got there, but I guess Bazalwan, I guess that's what God wanted us to hear today. I'm even overwhelmed right now because God, over to you. I'm even gonna cry. Guys, you heard the word for yourselves. You heard the word for yourselves. I think, yeah. It was even heavy for me. I'm overwhelmed with what just happened. Let me disappear and go cry because that was real. Guys, it wasn't me. I know in the beginning I said I was coming for you, but it wasn't me. I'm out. I just need to go cry for 5 seconds.